Why do whales look so different from humans? Why do humans look so different from trees? Well, in order to answer this, we'd have to understand that each species has developed its own characteristics to be able to find a specific role in an ecosystem in which no other organism can outcompete it for. This role is called a niche, and every organism needs one to survive and propagate their species. In order to identify different organisms and place them into taxa, which are just our ways of naming and identifying organisms and placing them into a family tree, we have to look at physical and also non-physical characteristics. Purely based on physical characteristics, your everyday hiker or even dog walker, outside risk taker, can identify different types of organisms just by how they look. We can do this with dichotomous keys, which are sets of questions that, depending on your response, can lead you down a different path on what that species may be. Since I have this leaf right here, I'm going to go ahead and use a tree-specific dichotomous key for my state. If I wanted to look at plants in general, it would take a long time for me to differentiate between this and these scallions. But since I have this, I can look at the leaf shape. I can see that it's very long. It's not palm-like or palmate like this one. It's more pinnate or like a pin needle, right? I can also see that it has these big holes in it, which are not very complete like this leaf. So these are called lobes. So it's pinnately lobed. It's a tree leaf. And since I don't have the entire branch, unfortunately, I can't say whether it has an opposite or alternate arrangement, nor can I say if it has compound or simple leaves. An opposite arrangement is on a branch, and we have leaves on opposite sides being the exact same placement. But if they were alternate, it would go like boom, boom, boom. Unfortunately, we don't have that. So we'll have to skip that step and go straight to the types of margins. If we look at this, there's some spiky parts here. We call these serrations. These serrations are very spiky in comparison to these dentations, which are more soft. We can also look at the venation, which will help us identify it, and we can even look at the color. Of course, not in the fall when all the chlorophyll has gone out of the leaf to be stored for the next season, but all the other pigments have left and made it a brownish color. Okay, so from all our work on this dichotomous key, we have narrowed it down to a pin oak, which you can tell because it has a very pointy end. Maybe this one's better. And these are native to Virginia. What leaves or what trees or what species can you identify?